Tokyo 24th Ward is an anime that I shelved. I'm gonna be honest, I started watching this all the way back when it first came out in 2021 because I saw a really cool clip of it on TikTok of the guy running down the train track, and I thought it was gonna be a superhero anime. I did watch this whilst I was at work. To start off with, I watched the first 4 episodes at work, and then I never watched it again. I never picked it back up, and I don't know why. I think I found other stuff to watch. I just never watched this again, and I just don't know why. I think I went on holiday, and then I took some sick days off work, and I just completely forgot about the anime. But I went back to it a couple of months ago, watched another 4 or 5 episodes, and then I left 4 episodes, and I finally watched those 4 episodes now. So I finally fully finished this anime. It has been 2-3 years in the making of me watching this. So if I do forget a little bit, it's because I've watched this over the course of 3 years. Yes, 12 episodes over 3 years. That's a fucking record. It has to be a record fucking somewhere. But without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say. So, Tokyo 24th Ward is a drama anime which came out in 2022. Okay, I lied. It came out in 2022, not 2021. Again, my fucking... After COVID, after lockdown, my sense of time is all over the place. It has a 4.2 out of 5 on Crunchyroll and a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb. You can watch this on Crunchyroll or Amazon Prime, and it is about shooter Ryan and Kyoki reunite a year after an incident. Everything changes when they are connected by a friend who is said to be dead. Right, so how this actually starts off is with us in the past, looking at all these characters in school, getting on together, working together, and then it sets up a sort of situation, sets up a relationship, and then instantly travels to the future where that relationship is fucked. That relationship just isn't there anymore because the green-haired guy works for the police, the blue-haired guy works in a bakery, and the red-haired guy spray paints and tags up the town. The red-haired guy is my personal favorite. But they then get a call from a girl that died in a fire. No, not Five Nights at Freddy's related, just a girl that died in a fire. And she calls them to tell them that someone's in danger. So they answer it, and they unlock special superpowers. The red-haired guy can hack into tech. The green-haired guy can see the future. And I do believe the blue-haired guy, he's super strong and super quick. He's just, incredibly, athletic. And, he saves the girl that's in trouble. They all work together. They all feel like a really good team. And then shit goes down with one of the member of Red's group building a sort of dating music app which mind controls people into doing very villainous and dangerous acts. We then have Green joining forces with his dad and the police to sort of, stop Red. Do-Red, I think it's called, which isn't a very creative name, I will admit. We then have Blue just living life, uncovering this on their own. And they all uncover the same thing, roughly about the same time, which their old childhood friend, which died in the fire, is still alive and being used to operate this new Google-esque website, which is supposed to help humanity and save humanity. And Blue Hair calls them all over to sort of work it out and, be a team again. And go and see her one last time before they kill her and let her rest. She doesn't want them to see her, so she tries to stop them. And these guys fight their way through pretty fucking badassly. They get to her, they see her, they all say they love her, and then, she gets killed or put to rest. And then they all go their separate ways again. And that's how the story ends. It's a very strange anime. It's a very, very strange anime. We have RGB, which is red, green, blue. The basic fucking primary colors that most electronics use. RGB controllers, RGB lights, red, blue, green lights, which obviously they're the 3 colors that you need to make every other color. on the keyboard. RGB, that's what it stands for. And when you're buying technology, you normally buy RGB lights, red, blue, green, and you know it's cool, I guess. That they're like the most main character hair colors ever, like the basic 3 colors. Everyone else has like black, dark blue, white, and brown hair. These 3 stand out like a fucking sore thumb. These 3 are the main 3 characters, and they're all really fucking one note, or 2 of them are one note, because the blue haired guy is just stupid and is like a musclehead and just wants to be a hero. That's all he wants. He's just trying to save the day. He doesn't really understand how or why. He's just trying to do it. Like, he's just trying to be the hero, trying to save the day. And he's being an asshole about it. Like, he's genuinely just fucking running around, being stupid, not thinking about what he's doing, just doing whatever he pleases to try and save the day. And then we have the green-haired guy, who's just the stuck-up asshole nerd. Which, again, he's just too stuck-up. I don't like him. And then we have the red hair, which has the most character development, character drama to him. And that makes him the best character, in my opinion. Like, he is by far the best character. He's the most sort of fleshed out, most detailed, and really cool character. And he makes the story a lot better, because without him, the story's so fucking boring anyway. This anime, I really struggled to keep watching this. I played on my phone, and like I said, I struggled to keep watching it. I watched this over the span of, what, like 3-5 years. So this is like a long anime in the making. Like, this has taken me so long to watch and finish. It is unbelievable how long this anime has taken me to finish. It is diabolical, because, you know, I just can't keep up with it. I couldn't keep with it. I was struggling to watch it. I was struggling to stay invested, struggling to stay interested. I just genuinely couldn't. I don't know why I struggled so hard to keep up and watch this anime. Like, it just wasn't appealing to me. I wasn't as invested as I could have been. There's so much I would have loved it if they changed, because it would have made it so much better if they did. Like, if they changed, like, a little bits of this anime, it would have been so much more entertaining. Like, the story took, like, a full roundabout way of, like, telling it, with the girl being trapped and put into a machine. Like, one character found it out first, and like in the first, like, what, 4 episodes, and the other, like, 4 were the other 2 working it out. So it just felt so dragged out, and it tried to flesh out each one of the stories for each character. It didn't really do that. It focused quite heavily on the blue one and the red one. It didn't go too much detail into the red one. I mean, green one. I'm getting colours mixed up now, oh god. But the red one definitely had a lot more screen time, had a lot more story. And the green one did a fucking... The red one did a roundabout. It had another plot line going on at the same time before he could get to his final one. And it just felt messy. It didn't feel coherent. There was stuff going on all the time which didn't seem related, and it didn't even wrap up nicely. It kind of jumped to everyone having the same conclusion and everyone getting to the same point. And it's like, no, the red guy took way longer than the other 2 to work this shit out. So why is he jumping to this now, being like, oh, I've just worked this out? Fucking hell, where did this come into play for you? You just sort of happened to stumble upon this information. Like, it didn't feel satisfying. It didn't feel exciting. It didn't feel like I could watch this again. Like, I genuinely struggled with this one. I liked the animation style. I liked the character designs. I think the characters are pretty cool. Again, the red one was more fleshed out than the others, and he's the only one that I like. He made this bearable. Red guy made bearable. Red guy made this bearable, made this watchable, and I was rooting for him the entire time. I wanted him to win, I'm going to be honest. I wanted him to be, like, the main guy from get-go. I needed him to win. I wanted him to win so badly. But, yeah, it just kind of felt nothing. It kind of fell flat and feels very, unmemorable. It feels very forgettable, and I don't see it standing out as one of the better animes, I'm going to be honest. I don't see this in my top whatever. This is definitely one of the weaker ones in plot, in sort of trying to have twists and turns. I expected them to use their superpowers a lot more. They didn't. They used them like it was like a one and done situation. Their superpowers were never really used again, or really ever thought about again. It was just kind of the first episode. So it set me up into believing this was like a superhero anime, and then took that away, fucking pulled the carpet from under my feet, and made me fall into confusion of what was actually happening. Because it felt so sporadic, so... The world wasn't built very well. It didn't set anything up very nicely. It kind of felt very rushed or very jumpy. Nothing was really built very well. It all felt kind of unfinished. I felt like it was an unfinished thing. It could have been so much better, so much more entertaining, and I feel very let down by this anime. I feel very, very let down. I feel like we could have had a much better one, like a much more fleshed out story, a much more fleshed out characters, if you just put it to 24 episodes. If you increase the episode count, it doesn't even have to be 24, it could have been 15, had more time to flesh out the characters, and instead of jumping between 3 separate stories, if we had, like, again, maybe two separate stories, or if you still insist on doing 3, again, do it with less characters, or do it with more episodes, so there's more time to explore and expand on these people. But you didn't. You just rushed into it, and I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good. I don't have a lot else to say about it. It's definitely a 4 out of 10 anime, and that pains me to say. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. I hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.